So Sony explained themselves. Well, that didn't take too long. So when Sony announced a new DRM strict rules and changes to the whole PlayStation 5 digital gaming, a lot of gamers and content creators, including myself, we decided to make a video and talk about our frustrations about this because we knew that this was just totally wrong. So Sony decided to clarify the reason why they're doing it. Okay, so I have a clip here. Sony PlayStation Store purchases now require a one-time license check for you to play a PS5 or PS4 games for the first time. A technical change on Sony consoles was first spotted last week by the consumer rights advocacy group Does It Play. The game accessibility specialist noted a new 30-day online check-in limit for digital games, suggesting players must connect to the internet once a month to keep playing. In a statement to GameSpot, Sony has now clarified the situation. A spokesperson said players can continue to access and play purchase games as usual. A one-time online check is required for the game license, after which no further check-in is required. And that's exactly how I felt when they made this statement. Sony knew what they was doing. They know what they were saying, and they just didn't expect the whole backlash from gamers and content creators that own, PlayStation 5s and all that. They didn't expect that. So that's why they had to hurry up and make that statement quick. So like I said, I've already called it out on my last video. I told y'all that they was going to have a quick statement, which they always do. And they always have these reasons of trying to do things. Now, allegedly, I could just say it's just two reasons. Like, one, they want to control, how they run the whole PlayStation thing. They feel like they could just try to control people to make them do what they want to do. And then it's the whole part of the whole thing with, returning digital games. They probably want a refund for digital games and stuff like that. So it's just my thoughts on that. So, and honestly, Sony do not need to be doing anything else like this, because the fact that you guys already did a price increase here in the United States, then you're doing the price increase overseas. So now you're charging the folks overseas $50 or extra $100. So, I mean, Sony, what more can y'all possibly do? You know what? There's more. And so now they want to increase the price of all their refurbished PlayStation consoles, from the Slim to the discs to the original PlayStation that came out back in 2020. I shit you not.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, so when I read this article and they were saying they were for to increase the prices on refurbished game systems, I was just like, okay, whatever. But for anybody, if you guys do decide to buy a refurbished game system from anywhere, just make sure you get a warranty on it, because just because they refurbished, that don't mean they're gonna work well. I remember buying a refurbished PS2, the PS2 Slim would go GameStop. So, and I'll tell you this, I'll never do it. I'll never buy a refurbished game again. So it's just crazy how they moving like that. And for the ones that were saying that, this is not a big deal, understand that these companies, they like to move in a slick way, or they like to say things in a certain way, because now, they're, it's getting to a point to where they're becoming more strict, or they're trying to find a way to control or manipulate you, or try to say things of, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. Be mindful of, the companies, because companies, they're greedy, so they're gonna do certain things that that might come sideways on you. So that's why we make these videos. That's why we, as content creators, as gamers, that's why we spoke up about that. So you have to be mindful with these companies and what they do, because they'll try to pull a fast one on you. So that's just my take with the whole PlayStation situation. So, hopefully next time they'll make sure they clarify things with their consumers and the people that, people like myself that own PlayStations. Cause, when you say things like that in a certain way, we'll know what you're saying, but then it's like, you're like, okay, so if you're going to say this, then what do you mean by this and that? So hopefully there'll be more. Next time they'll make an announcement, they'll let us know everything. So, and that's pretty much it with the whole PlayStation. So my next topic that I want to talk about here is Xbox. So they introduced a new CEO 3 months ago. So they're talking about trying to bring back the whole Xbox brand and stuff like that. So they even made a new logo, but I'm not gonna put that logo on here because it's basically the same thing. But then I don't want to get copyright strike, so I don't know, or copyright claim. So I don't know, but they also was making a new logo, which is basically the same logo. I mean, come on now. It's just a new glossy look on it. So if y'all seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. Another thing that I want to talk about is their new system. So I clipped the article on that, and so I could just share it with y'all. So this is the new console project they called Project Helix. They're supposed to be aiming for 2027 or 2028. So it's supposed to be a designed PC console hybrid that they're supposed to be bringing out. So the release date is supposed to be coming out for 2027 or probably gonna be 2028. So basically it's gonna run like a damn PC tower.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, but it's crazy though. Y'all want to now, Microsoft is going to make a console / PC tower hybrid or something like that. Whatever they for to make. I'm like, really? Y'all could just y'all running away. Y'all literally just making your player base go by PC go to PC game. That's what it's gonna end up at this point, because between Sony and Microsoft doing what they doing, we all might well go ahead and just buy PC tower. I got one right now. I might well just start playing it. So it's just crazy on how that Sony and Microsoft is moving the exact same way. They basically one the same.
Yes, excellent.
So, as gaming content creators, consumers, and gamers, let's continue to keep using our voices, because as long as we keep using our voices, we're not going to let them get away doing stuff like this, because they know it's not right. They know that we're going to say something about it, especially as gamers, because they know that we love gaming. So, that's just my thoughts on all this mess, because it was just crazy how Sony would let do stuff like this. So it's just crazy. You want to raise the prices and stuff, then you want to turn around and try to control us, thinking that we're not going to say anything. We will respond. So we will respond with our voices. So at the end of the day, y'all, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We'll always, between Microsoft and Sony and all that, as long as we keep letting them know that, hey, we are the consumer, we are the ones that buy you guys product, we're the one that display this on our channel. So we just got to continue to let them know, and let them understand that we're the one that's buying y'all games, and we're the one that's out here putting it out there and enjoying it. So that's pretty much all I got for on this segment in this video. So if you guys are new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned to the latest content, and also share the video so it can get me out there in the algorithm. I'm on the road to 500. I'm trying to grow this channel. you know, I'll have a job. So of course it takes a lot of time and energy for me to make these videos, and a lot of time to do live streams. But you know, I'm doing something I love doing. So, and you know, it's just something that I enjoy doing. So, but other than that, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next Channel the God Speaks video.